was once a dream that was Rome.
Ave, my dudes, and welcome back to Pax Romana. Today I'm finally going to answer that question. The most important question. Which Roman emperor am I? Now, to figure this out, we're going to take a quiz that was sent to me by a follower on Twitter. I will link the quiz in the description below so you can take it afterwards. But I'm going to answer every question honestly. I'm not going to try to rig it to give me the answer I want. Although I know I am literally Aurelian. I don't need a quiz to tell me that. I know. You know, when I was younger, I was really into the show Friends, right? So I would take these quizzes to see what Friends character I was. I knew that I was Chandler, right? But after I would take the quiz, it would say, you're a Ross. So I would then try to rig the quiz to just tell me that I'm Chandler. But when I did that, I got to the end and it said, nice try, Ross. And then I was also really into Harry Potter, so I would take these quizzes to try to figure out which house I was in. And it would always tell me Hufflepuff, even though I knew I was a Gryffindor, right? Fast forward a couple years, Hogwarts Legacy comes out, I play the game, and the Sorting Hat still puts me in Hufflepuff.
Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Anyways, let's take this quiz and find out what Roman Emperor I am. Hold on, my dudes. We will get right back to the quiz, but before we do, what if I told you that it's going to be a white boy summer? And because that's the case, you might as well look the part. Head on over to wbsapparel.shop and check out the lineup. Shirts and hats from some of your favorite creators on X. American Tribune, our boy Napoleon, the Good Old Boys podcast, and of course, your favorite creator, Daily Roman Updates. Wake up, white boy. It's going to be a hell of a summer.
We are so back.
Which Roman emperor are you? Discover your imperial identity. We know I'm going to be Aurelian, but you'll face a series of dilemmas about power, war, justice, culture, character, and politics. For each one, choose the side that resonates with you. At the end, we'll reveal which Roman emperor, Aurelian, matches your personality based on how history's greatest rulers actually thought and ruled. All right, let's enter the Senate. Religion. Whether you personally believe or not is an incredibly useful political tool that a wise ruler should harness to unify the people. Use religion strategically.
Strategery.
That one's pretty obvious. Sometimes you need to make a brutal public example of one person to prevent 1,000 others from stepping out of line. I mean, yeah, I agree. Fear keeps order. I mean, this is kind of making me sound like a dictator, but like, if you think about it, that's kind of a mercy. You'd rather be feared than loved. Love is fickle, but fear is reliable. Okay, so I feel like it's trying to trick me into being Nero and Caligula here. I don't necessarily believe that fear is better than love, so we're going to say love earns loyalty. There's 30 questions, by the way, so this is pretty in-depth. Your organization's headquarters has become corrupt and dysfunctional. You'd move the entire capital to a fresh location rather than try to reform it from within. I don't know, I mean, in real life, I'm pretty lazy, right? So I'm probably not going to get up and move anywhere. I'm trying to reform from within probably just because it seems like less work. When facing a powerful enemy, negotiation and diplomacy are always almost better than war. You do need to negotiate first. I mean, if you can spare the lives of your soldiers, that works. A ruler's personal life, love, grief, passion, is just as important as their public duties. I mean, probably to the ruler, but to everyone that you rule, I don't think they really give a f***. We're going to go with duty above self. Greek philosophy and culture are superior to Results over ideas. Mercy toward a defeated enemy is more powerful than punishment. Clemency wins loyalty that fear never can. I mean, that sounds good, right? But we know that Caesar did this and they stabbed him in the back anyway. I think there's a lot of examples in today's politics where clemency did not win loyalty. So we're going to go with punish decisively. When a society is deeply divided, sometimes imposing one unifying belief or identity is better than tolerating endless fragmentation. Yeah. Unity by any means. Diversity is a strength. Yeah, we're going to go with unity by any means. Get in line, buddy. Sometimes a campaign you know you'll probably lose is still worth fighting if the cause is just in principle. I mean, I guess that depends on what the punishment is for not fighting the campaign. I think living to fight another day is more important. Self-discipline and personal restraint are the most important virtues a leader can possess. Without them, power corrupts absolutely. I think discipline's important. The last year and a half for me, I've probably lost somewhere near 60-70 pounds, and without discipline I don't think that would have been possible. So yeah, discipline is everything. Otherwise you just eat a bunch of quarter pounders with cheese all the time. Sometimes the best way to consolidate power is to share it. I mean, splitting authority among trusted partners, I mean, this is true probably if you have an Agrippa, right? But if you don't, it's sort of risky. The empire would split to never be whole again. I'm gonna say we're gonna try to rule alone just because, we got it like that. Building a great defensive wall is wiser than launching an offensive campaign. I mean, that depends on the circumstance, but I do like a good wall. And yeah, we're going to build the wall, and it just got 10 feet higher. A ruler should personally hear legal cases and appeals from common citizens. Yeah, you should hear them personally. I mean, if you have time, right? For sure. You often feel like you're performing a role wearing a mask for the public, while the real you is very different from what people see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an emperor of Rome, but that's when I'm at work, I'm just my normal self all day long. So yeah, I wear a mask.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
An empire is only as strong as its provinces. You spend most of your time traveling and strengthening the outer regions rather than sitting in the capital. Well, this is clearly a nod towards Hadrian, I believe. But yeah, I mean, you should probably be amongst your provinces, not just sitting in the capital and gooning. History is written by the victors, and a wise leader carefully controls their own narrative. Yeah, propaganda is important. Control the narrative. A leader who has never experienced the hardship of a military camp and a long march has no right to send soldiers to die. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. I think specifically in ancient times, this makes a ton of sense. I don't know now with these citizen-controlled militaries that we have, but yeah, I think leaders must serve first. Dissent and criticism of the ruler should be tolerated, even hell no. Silence undermines authority. Do not talk shit about me at all. You will die. True greatness means expanding your borders. An empire that isn't growing is dying. Yeah, expand. We're getting bigger, baby. You tend to become paranoid and suspicious of those closest to you over time. Trust once broken is gone forever. Yeah, I mean, that second part is true. I don't think I get paranoid just randomly. But yeah, trust once broken is gone, so trust no one completely. 8 more questions till we find out that I am in fact Aurelian. After defeating an enemy, you should integrate them into your society and give them a path to become full citizens rather than subjugating them. Yeah, I mean, this depends on the enemy, of course, but yeah, if it's possible, you should add their strength to yours. The military is the backbone of any state. Soldiers should be the best paid and most respected members of society. This is like the Septimius Severus idea, right? Pay the soldiers and basically fuck everybody else. I think you should balance the institutions. Your physical and mental stamina is extraordinary. You can work 18-hour days for years and never... Yeah, no, this isn't me. I mean, I lose focus in like 10 minutes, dude. I think TikTok, I have TikTok brain. This isn't me, even though I want it to be. Yeah, no, balance matters. If you're being honest, you enjoy luxury, pleasure, and spectacle. You'd rather live magnificently for a short time than I mean, this isn't going to be good. This is going to make me look like one of these, loser emperors, like Commodus or something. But yeah, I freaking love air conditioning, whiskey, video games, sitting in an air-conditioned room and reading air conditioning. So yeah, I want to live magnificently. When nobody expected anything from you, when you were overlooked and dismissed, you used that as your greatest weapon. Yeah, I mean, never dismiss me. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally my story. Never underestimate me. You come from humble origins, and you've had to earn everything through hard work. You're suspicious of people who inherited their position. Yeah, I mean, I ate a lot of mac and cheese and hot dogs when I was little, so I earned my place. If you could be remembered for only one thing, you'd choose a magnificent building that survives for millennia. Yeah, I mean, look, in military victory, I mean, both of them are really cool, but a building that stands for millennia, oh man, this one's rough. Build something for millennia, or have like an awesome battle named after you, or have like an awesome battle that you won. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards the battle just because military history is so cool. Win something glorious. 2 more questions until we figure out that I am Emperor Aurelian. Public welfare programs, free grain, public baths, housing for the poor are not charity. They're investments in stability and loyalty. Yeah, I mean, I agree with this as long as, you're not being invaded and you're not giving barbarians all of these things. If you're giving your own citizens welfare programs, yeah, feed the people. Our final question. I'm feeling pretty confident that this will, in fact, be Emperor Aurelian. The arts, music, poetry, theater, painting are not luxuries. They are the soul of civilization and deserve massive public funding. I agree. All of those things are incredibly important, and we should fund the arts. I mean, I can't really complain. I wanted to be Aurelian, right? But instead, I'm just, possibly the greatest leader that's ever lived in the history of humanity. You are Augustus, the master builder. You don't seize power rashly, you engineer it. Behind a modest exterior lies a mind that thinks in decades, not days. You transformed a broken republic into a golden age through patience, propaganda, and political genius. You understand that true power isn't about brute force, it's about making the world believe you're indispensable. You'd never call yourself king, but everyone knows who rules. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a more accurate description of me ever written. All right, let's see our emperor ranking here. Augustus obviously first. Second was Tiberius. Well, look, Tiberius was a great military mind, and before he was emperor, he did a lot of great things. Look, there's some stuff that Tiberius did on an island that's not, it's not great, right? But that is not what this means. Like, they're not suggesting that I've ever done anything weird. So, all right, third, Septimius Severus. A great military emperor. I think technically Rome at its greatest extent under him. I know I know Trajan at 117 gets the credit for that, but I think Septimius actually expanded farther. It all fell apart so fast that it doesn't really count. But he was like marching into Scotland, and that's one of those things that like the Scottish are always like, the Romans never conquered us. If Septimius had lived another 5 years, they might have, right? So, all right, third is Severus, fourth is Trajan, and 5 Diocletian. Yeah, all of these are like, very impactful emperors. Some good, some bad. But I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, Aurelian not in the top 5 kind of pisses me off because I am literally Aurelian. I know this, but let's see. I agreed most with war and peace questions. I agreed least with culture and legacy questions. Looks like 3 thumbs down. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a pretty cool quiz. I'll link this in the description below so you can take it and see what Roman Emperor you are. I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, WBS. It is, in fact, going to be a White Boy Summer. Check out the link below for incredible merch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know they're not coming out, like, ever, really. I'm hoping to fix that soon. But thank you again for watching. Please leave a like on this video. Leave a comment what you think about me being literally Augustus. And I will see you guys next time. And as always, Delende S. Carthago. I would like to thank my Patreons who have stuck with me during the great video blackout of the last year or so. Fapules, Johnny Settle, and History Marsh in the Caesar tier. Our patrician, Callan Nellis, and our lone pleb, Tim Lockardson. If you would like to join their noble ranks and help contribute to the war effort, just go to patreon.com/updatingonrome and you too can join the Empire. Thank you, my dudes.